Ever wondered what makes plants so unique? I mean, they just stand there soaking up the sun, looking all green and leafy. But beneath the surface, something amazing is happening, something so small you need a microscope to see it. We're talking about plant cells, the building blocks of all things green and glorious. Let's dive into the microscopic world of plant cells and uncover their secrets. Get ready for some incredible animations and mind-blowing close-ups. We're going to explore the amazing world of plant cells and discover how these tiny structures make life on Earth possible. Plant cells are like tiny factories, bustling with activity and essential for life on Earth. They're the reason we have clean air to breathe, delicious fruits and vegetables to eat, and even the beautiful flowers we enjoy. These microscopic wonders are responsible for producing the oxygen we breathe through, a process called photosynthesis. Imagine a world without plants. It would be a pretty bleak place, right? No forests, no flowers, no fields of green, and without oxygen, well, we wouldn't be around to miss them. That's why understanding plant cells is so important. They're the unsung heroes of our planet, quietly working away to keep us all alive and thriving. Now, you might be thinking, cells? Microscopic? That sounds pretty complicated, but trust me, once you understand the basics, it's all pretty straightforward. And to help you out, we've got some awesome animations and diagrams that will make everything crystal clear. So, what exactly is a plant cell? Well, like all cells, it's a basic unit of life, a tiny compartment that contains all the machinery necessary for life. But plant cells have some special features that set them apart from animal cells, like their rigid cell walls and those amazing chloroplasts that capture sunlight and turn it into energy. We'll dive deeper into those structures in a bit, but for now, just remember that plant cells are the foundation of the plant kingdom. And their unique characteristics are what allow plants to thrive in diverse environments all over the globe. From the towering redwoods to the tiniest mosses, it all starts with these incredible microscopic powerhouses. Okay, so we know that plant cells are the building blocks of plants, but what's inside these tiny structures? Let's put on our imaginary lab coats and take a closer look at the key components of a plant cell. First up, we've got the cell wall, a rigid outer layer that gives the plant cell its shape and provides structural support. Think of it like a suit of armor, protecting the cell from damage. Animal cells don't have this tough outer layer, which is one of the key differences between plant and animal cells. Next, we have the chloroplasts, the green powerhouses of the plant cell. These guys are responsible for photosynthesis, the process of converting sunlight into energy. Chloroplasts contain a pigment called chlorophyll, which gives plants their green color and captures light energy from the sun. Inside the chloroplasts, a fascinating process takes place. Water and carbon dioxide are combined using the sun's energy to create glucose, a type of sugar that plants use for food. As a byproduct of this process, oxygen is released into the atmosphere. That's right, the very air we breathe is a result of the hard work of these tiny chloroplasts. Moving on, we have the vacuole, a large fluid-filled sac that takes up a significant portion of the plant cell's volume. The vacuole acts like a storage tank, holding water, nutrients, and waste products. It also helps maintain the cell's turgor pressure, which keeps the plant from wilting. Think of the vacuole like a balloon inside the cell. When the vacuole is full of water, it pushes against the cell wall, keeping the plant upright and firm. When the vacuole loses water, the plant wilts. We also have the nucleus, the control center of the cell, which contains the plant's genetic material, or DNA. The nucleus directs all of the cell's activities, ensuring that everything runs smoothly. Finally, we have the cytoplasm, a gel-like substance that fills the cell and surrounds all the other organelles. The cytoplasm provides a medium for chemical reactions to occur and helps transport materials throughout the cell. Chapter 3. Photosynthesis, the green engine that powers life. Now that we've met the key players in the plant cell, let's take a closer look at the star of the show, photosynthesis. This remarkable process is what allows plants to harness energy from the sun and convert it into a form that all living things can use. It's like magic, but with a scientific explanation. Imagine a plant basking in the warm glow of the sun. Its leaves are filled with tiny chloroplasts, each one a miniature solar panel ready to capture light energy. When sunlight strikes the chlorophyll within the chloroplasts, it triggers a series of chemical reactions. The first step is like gathering the ingredients for a recipe. The plant absorbs water through its roots and carbon dioxide from the air through tiny pores on its leaves called stomata. These ingredients, water and carbon dioxide, are then transported to the chloroplasts, the kitchens of the plant cell. Inside the chloroplasts, the real magic happens. The captured light energy is used to split water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. This process is like separating the ingredients of water, H2O, into their individual components. The separated hydrogen atoms are then combined with carbon dioxide to form glucose, a simple sugar that serves as the plant's primary source of energy. Think of glucose as the plant's favorite snack, providing the fuel it needs to grow and thrive. As a byproduct of this incredible process, oxygen is released into the atmosphere. Yes, you heard that right. The very air we breathe is a result of photosynthesis. Plants are constantly replenishing our oxygen supply, making life on Earth possible. Chapter 4, Plant versus Animal Cells, Spotting the Differences. We've spent some time exploring the fascinating world of plant cells, but how do they compare to our own cells? While both plant and animal cells share some similarities as building blocks of life, there are some key differences that set them apart. One of the most obvious differences is the presence of a cell wall in plant cells. This rigid outer layer, made primarily of cellulose, provides structural support and protection for the plant cell. Think of it like a sturdy brick wall surrounding a house, providing strength and stability. Animal cells, on the other hand, lack a cell wall. Instead, they rely on a flexible cell membrane to regulate what enters and exits the cell. This difference in structure reflects the different lifestyles of plants and animals. Plants are stationary organisms, rooted in place, while animals are mobile and need to be more flexible. Another key difference lies in the way plant and animal cells obtain energy. Plant cells are equipped with chloroplasts, those green powerhouses that enable them to perform photosynthesis. Through this process, plants convert sunlight into chemical energy in the form of glucose, essentially making their own food. Animal cells, on the other hand, lack chloroplasts and cannot perform photosynthesis. Instead, animals obtain energy by consuming other organisms, such as plants or other animals. We rely on the energy stored in the food we eat, which ultimately comes from the sun through the process of photosynthesis. In addition to these major differences, plant and animal cells also vary in the size and prominence of their vacuoles. Plant cells typically have a large central vacuole that occupies a significant portion of the cell's volume. This vacuole plays a crucial role in maintaining turgor pressure, which keeps the plant upright and rigid. Animal cells, on the other hand, may have smaller vacuoles or none at all. If present, these vacuoles are typically involved in storage and transport of materials within the cell. Chapter 5, Fun Facts about Plant Cells. Prepare to be amazed. We've covered the basics of plant cells, but there's always more to learn about these microscopic wonders. Get ready for some fun facts that will surprise and amaze you. Did you know that plant cells can communicate with each other? It's true. They use specialized channels called plasmodesmata, which act like tiny tunnels connecting adjacent cells. Through these channels, plant cells can exchange nutrients, signaling molecules, and even genetic information. Imagine a network of interconnected rooms, each representing a plant cell. The plasmodesmata are like doorways connecting these rooms, allowing for communication and coordination between them. This intricate network allows plants to respond to their environment in a coordinated manner, ensuring their survival. Another fascinating fact is that plant cells play a crucial role in plant defense mechanisms. When under attack by insects or pathogens, plants can produce a variety of chemical defenses to ward off these threats. Some plant cells are even capable of self-destruction, sacrificing themselves to prevent the spread of infection. Think of these cells as brave soldiers on the front lines, defending the plant from invaders. They produce toxic chemicals or unleash enzymes that break down the cell walls of invading pathogens, protecting the rest of the plant from harm. Here's another mind-blowing fact. Some plant cells can change their identity. This process, known as cellular differentiation, allows plants to develop specialized tissues and organs. For example, a single cell can differentiate into a root cell, a leaf cell, or even a flower cell, depending on the signals it receives from its environment. Imagine a group of actors, each capable of playing different roles in a play. Similarly, plant cells can differentiate into specialized cell types, each performing a specific function in the plant's overall growth and development. Chapter 6. That's a wrap on plant cells. From the rigid cell wall to the energy-producing chloroplasts, we've explored the amazing world of plant cells and discovered how these microscopic structures play a vital role in sustaining life on Earth. We've learned how photosynthesis transforms sunlight into energy, how plant cells differ from animal cells, and even some surprising facts about their communication and defense mechanisms. But our journey into the microscopic world doesn't end here. Next time we'll be diving into the fascinating world of animal cells. Get ready to explore the building blocks of all creatures great and small. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed, our microscopic adventure and subscribe to our channel for more amazing science explorations. And be sure to let us know in the comments what other scientific wonders you'd like us to explore.